Hello viewers, it's Jack. I am dressed like a pirate because Gwen's sorority is... Why are they having a costume party at...
We're having a party for pledge.
I don't understand Greek life. But Gwen is here too, and before we headed over... Yeah, come on in front. It's
Here,
okay.
I'm just you can wait, why are you wearing a scarf on your head?
I told you I was going to dress as a pirate. Algie lent me the coat, and I kind of put this together.
Okay.
But before we go, we wanted to answer some of your questions. Starting with, which Hogwarts house would you be in? It's in all caps.
Nice.
Gwen?
I'd have to say Slytherin, probably.
Well, that makes things interesting because I would definitely be a Gryffindor. So. Gwen, this question is for you.
What was your first date with Jack? For my first date with Jack, he took me out to the Nightingale and Rose for dinner, and when he came to pick me up, then he brought me white roses because he somehow knew I really liked them, and some chocolate-covered strawberries. So we went to dinner and had a really great time getting to know each other better, and then we came back and just hung out and ate our strawberries, and it's a good time.
Okay, next question. Jack and Gwen, this is for both of you to answer. Do you remember the moment you first realized you'd fallen in love? Can you describe it?
Do you want to go first?
No, you go first.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to say the moment I realized I was in love with this man right here was, it wasn't anything really spectacular. It was just kind of ordinary. And we were just sitting there, hanging out, talking about our dreams for the future, and realizing that, things kind of really matched up, and realizing that I might want to spend the rest of my life with him, and yeah.
I think for me, we went out dancing, and I remember the song Dancing Cheek to Cheek came on, and there's that line that keeps repeating, keeps going, heaven, I'm in heaven, and I was looking at her, and I think I knew that I was, and I just want to spend the rest of my life with you.
What's your favorite thing to do together on a date or just hanging out? Oh, this is for me. My favorite thing to do with Jack would probably be just sitting in and sharing a bottle of wine, watching some Downton Abbey. We really love to watch that together. And
we need to get caught up. We are super behind.
Yeah, we really do. And we don't want any spoilers, so hold it. And we also like to give each other back rubs sometimes.
What is your favorite quality of Gwen? So I have to pick one.
Yes.
Okay, if I have to pick one out of the many, I'd say that Gwen is, you're a very strong person, even when it's hard for you to be, even when there are things that aren't going really well in your life, you're able to be there for me and, for the people that matter in your life. And I really admire that because that's not always something that I can do. And yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right, it's your turn. You get to say something nice about me.
My favorite thing about Jack is that he's very understanding and he's a really good listener. Like when I get stressed about something or I'm having a bad day and I'm just ranting about all my stuff going on with my portfolios for fashion things and sorority events, then he just really calms me down and listens to what I have to say and helps me get through it.
What do we got next? Do you like singing? If so, what's your favorite song to sing? I don't sing.
Sometimes in the car.
Sometimes in the car.
I do really love singing. Actually, when Algie and I were younger, then we would sing together. Our favorite little cousin duet to sing was
Why am I not surprised?
Anything you can do, I can do better.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
What would you say is your fatal flaw?
Okay. My fatal flaw, I know exactly what it is. I know that I tend to take things too seriously, like with appearances. I care too much about what other people think and don't really like to open up. As he said, it's hard for me to open up to people because I don't really want them to see what's inside all the time, and I was just raised to put on a brave face and muscle through and make sure everything looks tip-top perfect. So.
I guess my fatal flaw, if I'm suddenly a character from Homer or something.
He doesn't have flaws. What are you talking about?
I have plenty. I guess my biggest one is probably my insecurities, and definitely a big one is not really knowing where it came from. That's kind of a soft spot. Next question.
Moving on.
What famous pair of lovers do you see yourself as? Or if not a pair of lovers, what literary characters do you most identify with?
Literary characters.
Literary characters.
Man, I was going to say I really like Lady Mary from Downton Abbey, but that's not
Yes.
literary.
Can we count that? Lady Mary and Matthew. I see
Yes, I think that counts. That's literary.
it. If Matthew was a pirate and Lady Mary was a flapper. Well, Lady Mary could be a flapper.
Hello, yes.
Times
it
are
works.
changing. Oh, this one's for you.
Do you have any funny / embarrassing stories about Algie from when you were growing up? He's got a couple
do
of them.
tell.
I do.
Do tell. Aside from cousin duets.
Yes, well, that was one of them. But another is, cousin duets, Algie's the musician. But as you know, I am the fashionista of the family. So, as you know, Algie likes to wear very fine suits and bow ties and all of that jazz. Mm-hmm. Well, Algie got all of his fashion sense from little me. When we were younger, then I told him, look, Al, you're always sitting there wearing your Gap shirts and cargo pants, playing piano all day long, and look, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna get the girls. You're not gonna be cool. No, I said it more lovingly, but still. So I took him shopping and decided to give him a makeover, and we got him some nice suits and dress shirts, some nice leather shoes, and he's been wearing them ever since.
I just have this beautiful picture in my head of little Algie running around in cargo pants.
It was quite a sight. I still got a little work to do on this one and his ties.
I like my ties. I don't know what everybody's problem is with them.
They are adorable.
Oh, thank you.
For you. What's the craziest thing you've ever done together, Jack? You know what stories you're allowed to talk about.
Okay. So, Gwen really likes otters. And
So cute.
we just come from a party, and Gwen was just in this mood where she really wanted to play with an otter, and it was a little late, and
Mood.
I got in my head that we should go down to the zoo so that you could play with an otter, and so we broke into the zoo, into the otter pool, and Gwen got to play with an otter.
I don't know how we got away with that.
I think Algie my memory's a little fuzzy, but I think Algie might have helped out somehow.
He escaped with the police.
Yeah. Hey, Jack and Gwen, I've got a couple questions for you two. First, Jack, who are your groomsmen? Who's the best man? Gwen, bridesmaids, maid of honor. You two are great, by the way. Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you. My groomsmen will be the Knights of Dorian. You know who you are. And my best man will obviously be Algie.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can't think of anyone else I'd want there with me.
My bridesmaids will be Cecily.
Oh, that's
She's
great.
really good friends with both of us, so it only makes sense. And my best friend Sybil, my roommate, and some of my other sorority sisters. I haven't really decided who will be the maid of honor yet, but
We've
we'll
got
get there.
time.
Yeah. A question for Gwen. If you were marooned on a desert island, this sounds like a team building activity, for 20 years alone, would you rather be able to write Jack letters of any length or have a 5-minute video call once a month? Well, as much as I love his face and seeing it, I'd have to say letters, because then we can say as much as we want to each other to fill each other in on what's going on, and plus letters are just so much more romantic.
Hey, Jack and Gwen. My name's Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
And I absolutely love your videos. Jack, I think it was really sweet thing you were trying to do for Gwen. I was wondering, are there any other little quirks or habits of Gwen's that just make you smile and go a little mushy during the day today? And Gwen, same thing. Yeah. Gwen does this little thing when she's really, really, really happy. She bites her lip a little bit, and I don't know, it just...
Just did it.
Yeah. It really makes me smile. And another thing, sometimes when we're just sitting watching things together, she'll play with my ring finger on my left hand, because I don't get a ring, but she's reminding me that I will. And yeah, that makes me smile.
Little quirks, I'd have to say, is before Jack leaves his apartment, when he's gonna go somewhere, he always has to go around and like check and make sure everything's like how it's supposed to be. Like, there's nothing left running that shouldn't be running, no lights on anything, and also when he like turns off the stove or the oven, he like does a little dance to like remember that he turned it off, so he doesn't have to.
It helps.
I guess it helps, but I think those are really cute. What's the story of your first kiss?
Okay. Do you want to tell this or?
You can tell it.
Okay. So I think it was February. It was around Valentine's Day. We were going ice skating, and we were just taking a break because we were a little tired, and we were sitting outside under a tree, and we were looking up at the stars, and we hadn't been dating that long. But I just looked over at her, and I kissed her.
On the cheek.
Oh, yeah, okay, yes,
and
yes.
then I pulled him in and gave him a real kiss.
Yes. All right, thank you all so much for your...
What time is it? Oh, honey, we gotta get going.
Oh, shoot. Okay, thank you so much for your questions. I hope you like this.
Where's my coat?
Hey,
Honey.
come here.